something. Do we have a problem? I put you in a box and ship your body to Nevada. I really didn't want to hurt the child, but I gotta. You been a bad kid. Alright, so I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the Shannon Sharpe news. He apparently settled out of court on his lawsuit of $50 million by a alleged Jane Doe. We don't know who the girl was that he was dealing with, but there was a lawsuit for $50 million. And I guess, he won, I guess. And what I mean by he won is like he dodged court. He dodged having to pay $50 million. But at the same time, you still kind of lost. Bro, there is really no way to come out on top because, like, all right, you paid money, but at the same time, you still kind of look guilty because you paid money. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like this with the P. Diddy situation. Like, okay, yeah, not guilty, but people still accused you of doing it. You know, you still have that a part of your reputation now. You know, you can never look at Shannon Sharpe the same, especially with how he came up in his career. He's always had that clean, polished, professional look. And then now we have a situation where you're being accused of, what was it? I think it was? Or grape. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, I guess being accused of something and, he could get it out of the way. But I mean, you still paid money, And that's not always an admission of guilt. But at the same time, the public is going to run with it a certain way just because they want to. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This is what happens when you're chasing cheap thrills in the industry, bro, and you're trying to like find some fulfilling in something, bro. You run yourself into a hole, bro. Like, you gotta stay on your purpose, bro. Once you find your purpose, you gotta just stick to your purpose, bro. Trying to run around and find little ways to get little dopamine hits, you know what I'm saying? And trying to find little ways to, get off, man. It ain't gonna lead you nowhere but a $50 million lawsuit, bro. Especially when you are a man like Shannon Sharpe. You got status, you got money, you got power, you got fame, you got influence. You got people out there that's gonna want a piece of that. They're gonna want a piece of that, bro. So you gotta be able to protect your assets way better than this, bro. There's way too many cases of black men that have reached a certain level of fame and a certain level of success and a certain level of power, and their main downfall is a female. Like, what the fuck? You did all this shit. You spent all this time. You put in all this work just to lose it all like this? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that Shannon Sharpe has lost it all. He was close. I mean, as far as his reputation goes, it's forever tainted. As far as reputation goes, people are gonna always associate this type of shit with him. You know what I'm saying? So, and he can act like he doesn't care. He can try to act like it's not affecting him, but it's a messed up situation, man. That's all I gotta say about it. It's a messed up situation, and it's easily avoidable, bro. Like, you gotta just be able to vet the people that you have coming into your lives, man. You can't just let any and everybody in your life. You shouldn't let any and everybody in your space. You shouldn't give any and everybody access to you, bro. Especially when you have something to lose. When you have something to lose, you gotta start moving like the president, bro. You can't just do the same things that you would have did as a college freshman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you moving like a college freshman, bro, paying OF models to give you the Freak League Monique. Like, come on now. College freshman shit, bro. You're a whole ass martyr, bro. Like, you are the Shannon Sharpe. You have the Club Shay Shay. You know what I'm saying? You have the Cat Williams interview. You shouldn't be fucking with no little peewee, little OF model, little white girl. Not anything that's wrong with OF model white girls, but there's way other. Come on, bro. and on top of all of that, you're like 50 years old. I like it. Was 50 years old. Like, you too old for this, man. Especially for that little girl, bro. You just too old for it, man. He's too old for this, man. He's too old to be having to deal with this, bro. Especially with a female like that, man. You know? So Monique said it best, bro. Monique said it best. Find you somebody that can cook some good cornbread with some mac and cheese, baked mac and cheese. Hey, listen, baked mac and cheese go hard. Bake some cornbread with some mac and cheese. What you need to do is you need to go find you one of them women with the that be when they move and be jiggling and stuff. That's what you need. That's what you need. Yeah, that's what you need. Them girls that they don't walk, they waddle. You need one of them. Yeah, that's what you need. Your old ass. You do not need to be dealing with this little, you know what I'm saying? Y'all fall victim for it every time. You know what I'm saying? You need to stay in your tax bracket. you need to, no, I'm playing, man. But yeah, bro. Shannon Sharpe, this as a lesson, bro. This is your last time. Let this last little fling that you want to deal with. Let this be the last time. And then from now on, you stick to grandma. I'm sorry, but grandma ain't gonna do this to you. Grandma, listen, you old, gang. I think a lot of people they don't claim that they are getting old. You're getting old, bro. I'm about to be 20 years old. I'm getting old, bro. I'm not old. I'm not old as Shannon Sharpe, but I'm not 13 anymore. You know what I mean? So, like, it's gotta start accepting when you're getting old, bro. You can't do some things. You just simply cannot. You can't continue to, bro. Especially when you have something to lose. You got too much to lose, Shannon Sharpe. You got too much to lose to be dealing with situations like this. It don't make no sense. A lot of people didn't even know he had a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just still with him. And then now, the more it happened with this lawsuit. And here's one thing about it. This is exactly how it started with P. Diddy. First, it was a lawsuit. He settled real quick, and then a whole shitstorm happened. So this might be this same thing with Shannon. First, it was a lawsuit. He settles real quick, and then out of nowhere, the feds come breaking in his house. Like 1,000 bottles of baby oil and all. Nah, but for real, like, I don't know. If I was Shannon Sharpe, I would be on my toes, bro. Y'all not about to be a reoccurring thing, bro. Y'all gotta be on your toes. Y'all gotta have walls set up around y'all fortress. Y'all can't just let anybody come into the fortress, man. That's all I gotta say about this little video right here, man. Or about this little Shannon Sharpe settling with this girl. Yeah, man, y'all let be a lesson, bro. Y'all stick with y'all kind, bro. Don't go out mingling and pringling. Whatever that means. Yeah. And if you guys like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications, share the video with all of your friends. And until some guys, peace out. And I'm bad like a bad habit. I'ma get the job done like a task rabbit. Get your hands off me, this a new jacket. New